Hello everyone. This video is a little different than normal. Normally I'm doing limited. But today I wanted to test a deck for standard RCQs coming up. I'm going to one tomorrow. And I'm in between two decks right now. Azorius Control or Bant Control, which is a little bit of a deck of my own construction that I'm going to be testing out today. So this is the first thing I want to talk about, the Azorius Control list. It's pretty stock, honestly. You're playing a lot of counter spells, a lot of card advantage. Consult the star charts is incredibly good in this deck and pretty new. So you're playing counter spells, you're playing draw spells, you're playing a couple board wipes. Day of Judgment's great. Ultima's a little less known, but I think it's very good against like Enduring Curiosity. It's good against all the Enduring decks. It's nice when you can cast it and you know that if it resolves, then they can't like flash in a creature on end step. Like Dimir Midrange can't flash in a threat on your end step because the turn is over. We got some early removal. Seam Rip is one that I really think is good in a Llanowar Elves meta where like a lot of decks are either playing Storm Chaser's Talent or Llanowar Elves, and this being able to get both on turn one, on the draw, on the play, whatever, is very nice. We got some Haymakers. We got one Ugin because I think it's kind of fun. We got a couple Elspeth, which has been very good. And we've got two Moraine River Regents. To draw some cards, late game, can bounce some stuff, can attack. Mana base is pretty stock. We're playing some utility lands, a lot of dual lands, a lot of basics. Sideboard, much of the same. We've got some High Noons for any of like the Storm Chaser's Talent decks that are trying to cast a lot of spells in one turn, like the Teamer Floodcaller deck. Voice of Victory, like really against a lot of things. Dimir Midrange, like this card's amazing when your opponents board out their removal spells. Like I've won games by just casting Voice of Victories and attacking and playing this like tempo game plan because we have so much interaction. We've got like some Overlord, some Tidebinders. Kutzel's Flanker is a little graveyard hate piece over Rest in Peace because I value the flash. I value killing them quickly against like, the Sultai Reanimator deck. Got some Annuls for like the looting decks. There's a lot of good enchantments and artifacts in this meta. So this is like stock blue-white control. I've been playing this a lot. I've been really liking this. Control's my favorite archetype. But then we have kind of an idea that I had to play a new card, Shared Roots. Now Shared Roots is just a rampant growth. 2 mana, search your library for any basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. And so, why would you want to splash a whole nother color to play this card? Well, I think you want to play this card because having, like, you're a deck that's very mana intensive. You have a lot of card draw spells. You have a lot of board wipes. You have, 7 mana spells. You have Wan Shi Tong. So, your deck is very mana intensive. So, being able to get up on mana, I think, is very, very important in this format and as a control deck. So I wanted to try playing just 5 little ramp spells. It's not much, little splash. Play some Wan Shi Tongs as a way to really utilize all that extra mana. And just see how this is. This could be way worse. This could be way better. Sideboarding is basically the same, except I'm playing some Origin of Metal Bendings over Annuls, because destroying artifacts and enchantments is probably better than countering them. Because you won't always have mana for counterspells up. And you can also, protect a Wan Shi Tong or protect a River Regent when you're trying to close the game out. So I think this card's pretty nice. Other than that, you don't need many green cards. It's very much a splash. And we're trying to see if you have time to ramp, right? If you have to tap out and you can't hold up a counterspell, is that too costly or is that fine if you can just, you can Day of Judgment a turn earlier, right? If you're on the draw against, Simic aggro, right? And they just, play this massive hand, and then you just go ramp on turn 2, destroy the board on turn 3. Sounds pretty good, right, in theory? So this is what we're going to be testing out. A little bit of a long introduction, but I really wanted you to see both of these decks and see how both of them play. And so, yeah, these are so I've played a lot. I play on a different account, so that's why I'm kind of low, but we'll get there. I've played a lot with Azorius Control. And I've played 0 games with this new Bant Control, so we're just, we're brewing, we're testing it out. I might make a couple changes, if there's things I think could be changed. The one Heaped Harvest, right, it could be a removal spell. It could be okay. Maybe it's really good and I want more of them. So, yeah, we're just kind of preparing for the RCQ. I'm going to 1 or maybe 2 RCQs this weekend. And if this Bant deck turns out to be good, you know, I'd love to play it. Other than that, I played an RCQ with Azorius Control last week. I'm holding it right here. And I went 4-2, and I just bubbled out of top 8. I got 10th out of like 40 players. So, you know, not a bad showing for the deck, but definitely think I can do better. I know, like it was my first time playing the deck. Definitely could have played tighter, because control is very hard. And so we're in a match here against Antoine in silver. We're on the play, always a good sign. And so, like, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little risky. We have early removal. If we can find a green source, we have all this ramp. This is an awkward thing about playing a deck like this, right? Like in Azorius Control, these two are spells and this hand's perfect, right? But I think on the play with the Surveil land, I have 9 green sources in my deck, which is plenty for the amount of green spells I'm trying to cast. So let's just spike a green source and we're off to the races. We have, yeah, let's just, green source. Well, I can't bin a land, right, because I do have a 5-drop in my hand. I do have 3 drops, but this is awkward. I'm going to admit, this is not the best showing for this kind of deck. But, again, we have removal. Looks like they're playing the Reanimator deck, which is honestly, like, pretty hard matchup game 1, I would say. And then you go post-board, and we have Graveyard Hate and stuff, and so it should get better. But, yeah, any land is good. A green land is amazing. They play a Town Greeter. Sure. Pick up a land. We're not going to bother removing this. This is just a 1/1. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, but we have the Moraine River Regent. Hopefully just representing a counterspell, even though we don't have any in hand, is good enough for them not to cast anything too scary. And that should give us and like buy us some time to cast some other stuff. Like this is like an amazing No More Lies target, you know, but that is not something at our disposal. That was a lot of value from that Esper Origins. That was pretty gross. Just gonna attack me for 1. And then I'm going to, on end step, foil and catch. Draw 3. Oof, that is not good. Yeah, we'll get rid of this Heaped Harvest. And... oh my god. Okay, well... we have some options. We can just slam Elspeth, right? But if they have... I kind of like slamming Elspeth, because we don't really have anything to do. If they reanimate this Arden, there's not many creatures. They can reanimate a Town Greeter, but then I can cast Ultima. I have blockers, so I can protect my Elspeth from dying with the blockers I make from it. Let's slam it. Let's see. Let's do it. Now if I can like okay, that's frustrating. That's bad. I wasn't really thinking about that. I maybe should have been, because that is very, very good. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I don't really want to let them have this mill trigger, because right now their graveyard's kind of bad. And then we're gonna attack for 2. This is fine. And we are really, really, really needing to draw a green land, draw a stock up. Yeah. Okay, looks like they milled the thing you want to mill. Okay. We found a green source. Hallelujah. And we'll just get an island here because we already have the green source for this next turn. And now we're not in a bad spot. We have a lot of mana, so a lot of our top ends live. Consult the star chart, stock up, Wan Shi Tong, another River Regent. We have like 12 really amazing draws. And as it stands now, we're kind of doing fine. I'm kind of interested in... like this Normalize is just sitting in my hand, and it's going to just get worse and worse as the game goes on and as they just continue to develop their mana. Okay, well, we're going to get a Plains. We're going to play this Breeding Pool tapped. And we're not in a great spot. I will be the first to admit we are not in an amazing spot, but again, we have so many draws. So many draws that can kind of get us out of this. Yeah, this isn't great. Yep. We do have the Ultima. Okay. They're going to do some more surveilling. They could have left one of those on top just to draw it. Okay, but they still find an answer. So I can just go Seam Rip here and Seam Rip the summon. And then if they go for the Cavero, if they go for the Spider-Man, I can just untap and Ultima it. But we're looking for like anything. Not great. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what we need to find. And we have enough mana. Yeah, that's exactly it. And that's why I think Shared Roots is good, because it found us 2 lands. You know, so it gave us the mana to cast a Consult. It gave us the extra looks on Consult. This resolves, and as long as we're not dead, which I don't think we should be, right? Because we have the Bringer that's going to be able to attack, right? Because only these have haste, and then a 5/5. So I shouldn't be dead, right? Because I'm taking 15 is what I see. Resolve. Oof, Crater Hoof is very scary. Put a land in hand. Put a land in hand. Put a land in hand. Okay, they did mill 1, 2 more, so as long as they don't have the last one in hand, should be good to go here, honestly. Oh, no, I'm very dumb. Never mind. Yeah, we're just going to get killed by a Crater Hoof. Ugh, that is frustrating. We were one turn away from maybe just stabilizing there. Them milling a lot. I mean, I guess, you know, that's fine. It happens. So what do we want to bring in? We want to bring in the Tidebinders to stop the trigger. The Flankers. We do not need like the Seam Rips, the Get Lost Seem Medium. Iceberg seems bad. We can bring in Negate. Huh. Yeah, we have a lot of bad cards. I mean, no, this looks better, right? We have, yeah. I honestly think this matchup should be fine. We just needed to find any source of card advantage, like a turn earlier. Like if we had that Consult a turn earlier, then we can maybe find a removal spell for Arden so that we don't just die that turn. Yeah, this hand's fine. We have some ramp, which is great, and we have some card draw that can we can go Meringue River Regent, Coil and Catch on turn 3 on the play, and then we can try to set up a Wan Shi Tong maybe, or an Ultima if they try to do anything, but probably just a Wan Shi Tong, take it slow. And this is where Roots looks the best. Like on turn 2, into a 4-drop. Wow, did they whiff? Or did they just... They just chose not to put a land in their hand, which just seems wrong. We drew another double white spell, so that's really, really awkward. We'll probably discard one of them to this Meringue. So let's just keep finding lands, keep pushing. Okay, they mill 3 lands, so now 4 lands. So now they can put it back this Arden. I mean this Bringer, which does not seem like something they want to do. So Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, honestly. Okay, they're no thing. They're gonna attack for 1. Let's just do this now. And we can get rid of like an Elspeth. Because as long as we're not dead on 1 turn, the Ultima can clean up. And so as long as we just set ourselves up to be in the spot where we're not dead on 1 turn. So the archive. Let's get rid of a land. And so we're ahead on mana. We're not up cards, but we have card advantage. We're kind of up cards because we have way more mana in play, so when they play lands, we're going to be ahead. It's like, now we're ahead on cards. This resolves. So do we want to make a 1/1 and block? I don't think so, because they can play like an Esper Origins. They don't. Fine. This is fine. So now we're kind of looking to cast a Wan Shi Tong X's 3 draw. X's 4 draw 2 cards. Doesn't sound like a horrible play. Let's freaking attack. We're the aggressor here. We're the beatdown. Yeah, you go. Awaken the Honored Dead to just destroy a fish? Yeah. Sure. This seems fine to me. Definitely not like something I'm worried about. We have 3 mana. Okay. Then we'll go to end step. Try to draw some cards here. Like a 5/5 Kutil's Flanker's perfect. And now they're in a lot of trouble. Because the flanker gets, I mean the Wan Shi Tong gets to put so much pressure on them. Let's play the planes. And just pass the turn. They're in a, like, this has made me think Wan Shi Tong is really, really good. Because it's just so much pressure. We cast it like a turn early because of shared roots. We got to draw some cards. This is unfortunate because they get to kill it. This sucks. This is really bad. Man. They can just pay. Yep. That sucks. So now we want to just find another source of card advantage. This is fine. Assume they play the land. They do. And then I think we want to use this fish to draw a card rather than use this fish to shared roots is interesting. So we can go shared roots, get an island, and then we can go Fountain Port, draw a card, plus hold up No More Lies if we play this Surveil land. And we can hold up Kutil's Flanker, plus draw a card. But we can't hold up Flanker plus draw a card. I get, oh yeah, no, we actually can't. So let's just play the Verge. And then pass the turn. And then the Overlord's going to come off Suspend. We can cast the Ultima. And we have just a bunch of mana. No 3 cards. Yep. Now I assume they discard a card to return. And then I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to exile their graveyard now. Like, I'm very sure. I'm just supposed to exile their graveyard. This Awakened is not going to do anything. The Overlord's an issue because they can get it back with Awaken. So that's a problem. But we have the Elspeth to deal with that problem. And they would have to discard a card to get their Overlord back, so they can't really do anything this turn. We have No More Lies. Okay, perfect. So we Definitely played around this. I mean, yeah, this is just a 4-4. I guess it's a 4-4 Wan Shi Tong. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna blow the board up. So we're gonna cast an Ultima, and then we just need to find... Yeah, because they're gonna... Oh, no, we drew the... So this is right now gonna have us... So let's play the Verge, let's play the Ultima, and then we can hold up 3 steps ahead with Kicker for the Overlord, if they decide to bring the Overlord back. If they decide to bring the Cavero back to get the Overlord, that is a really smart play. They just decide to get nothing back. Okay, they top deck Cavero. Yeah, I cannot counter that. I can Elspeth it, so I'm not too worried about this. Yeah, the Cavernous Souls is very frustrating. We need to find... Oh, I guess we don't have Demolition Field in this build. So that might be a mistake. Okay, they mill some fatties. It's not a human, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Costs 8, but it's... I can just counter it. Let's make a treasure token. Let's cast Elspeth. Let's destroy Cavero. Let's play Surveil, and looks like we've got this win kind of locked up. We have card advantage with Fountain Port. It's just our card advantage. They can cast this. This will instantly get... Well, let's no more lies it, and then let's draw a card with Fountain Port. Oh, that's misclick. Thank the lords. Card because the no more lies is not getting like the no more lies kind of sucks in our hand right now, but just kind of play quickly, and then I can just make 2 tokens with Fountain Ports. Yeah, they're just dead on board. Yep, make a thing which makes 2 things, make another thing which makes 2 things, give them all +1, and that's exactly 12. Okay, so that's how these games should go. We still haven't found a Consult or a Stock Up, which is kind of insane, but found Wan Shi Tong, and yeah, deck looks pretty nice. Next game. Alright. This hand's not great. This could be a mulligan. I don't like mulliganing with Control. They're going to start slow. Let's keep it. We have our mana. It doesn't have Graveyard Hate or Counterspell, so it's very soft to them, like, just, like, comboing. But they don't really combo that quickly. And we have Consult. We have a Get Lost, which can kill, like, an Elves, right, to slow them down a turn. Oof, milling 2 Esper Origins is nice. But they didn't hit a land. Okay, but they have a land in hand. That's an amazing draw. Wow. Let's play the Verge. And so, we have a choice to destroy the Elves, which can stop them from casting an Esper Origins. Okay, they're done. I don't know why they're done, but, yeah, just really quickly looking at this. We can Get Lost an Elf, and then we can untap and Flanker and get rid of all of those Esper Origins, and then we're just in a very good spot. We have Console, we have Elspeth, we have mana, so I think we were winning that game anyway, but, you know, we'll never know. Let's hop into one more. So, thoughts on Shared Roots. They looked pretty bad game 1, although they ended up being, you know, okay. We just didn't find a payoff. But game 2, it seemed very good. We had it on turn 2. I don't think we can keep a hand like this. We had it on turn 2. It ramped us. This hand's a lot better. Just put back a Get Lost. Yeah, the mana is just so good that it's almost like... Okay, we're just gonna seam rip this right now. It's like super easy to make this work. So Monument to Endurance is a scary card for us because we don't have much artifact hate as I draw artifact hate. So we could cast this Heaped Harvest, but if they cast a Monument to Endurance and we don't draw land, we could be in trouble. Let's do it though. And then let's get a Plains. And then we can sacrifice it to get another land, which is pretty nice. So Monument is obviously pretty scary. If they level up Artist Talent, I get to just get lost it on my turn and basically time walk them. Yeah, this is great. We're just going to do this now before they can get any value from it. And then we can sacrifice the Heaped Harvest to get another land. Yeah, this is fine. It's not affecting the board. We don't really just want to normalize anything because we do have something to do with our mana. We do have this Heaped Harvest. So it doesn't really make sense to just, like, you know, counter whatever we can because we do have something to do. Sacrifice the Heaped Harvest. Let's find in, I guess, another Plains, right? Because we want to normalize an Ultima in a turn, if possible. So it kind of looks like we're doing nothing, and we obviously are doing nothing. But we have this Fountain Port, which is pretty nice. And this Fountain Port can draw some cards. So we do have a little bit of card advantage, although it's not great. If I'm being honest. Agna Kella. This cannot resolve. This is very scary for our deck. They can quench it, but that doesn't do anything. Focus it, doesn't do anything. We actually do have our one of Aang's Iceberg, which can deal with that. But yeah, this is really good. We're kind of just getting outvalued because we just don't have that much value. We keep finding ourselves in spots where we just need to find a stock up or a consult, and we just break the game wide open, and we just can't find them. So maybe the fourth stock up is something I should be considering, is something I should be playing. Because, like, we're just getting super outvalued right now. They just have, like, a million cards in hand. We have 2. They do have a lot of dead removal spells. But, yeah, Storm Chaser's Talon's pretty brutal here. Yeah, just churning through their deck. Pretty scary. We're gonna draw a card. Okay. They have 8 cards in it, and right now they have to discard a card. Okay. More lands. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. That resolves. And then in response to whatever they try to do, they do nothing. Create a treasure. Okay, that was the draw. Let's freaking just cast it. We can get double quenched, and that's fine. Okay, we'll make some 1/1s. And so now, you know, they have all this tempo, but these cannot hit planeswalkers. And so I don't know how much planeswalker removal they have. And considering that, we're just going to try to kill them before they can value us, which they obviously are. Let's just fire off this iceberg now before they can quench me, if they're playing that, which I don't know. Yep, draw discard is fine. They're through like half of their deck already. Jesus. I mean, it's pretty strong showing for their deck. Yeah, this card's really nice. Let's see if they're playing Boomerang Basics. I assume they are. Maybe not. They're going to just get back a draw 3. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But, I mean, as long as they don't have a way to actually kill my Elspeth, I kind of feel okay somehow. Because, I mean, they're making a lot of 1/1s, but they're taking up their whole turn. Thank you. Thank you, game. Okay, we drew a stock up. Perfect, 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 perfect. And we found Consult into Seamrip. And so we get to Seamrip this Storm Chaser's talent. That's the first thing we're going to do. We get to comfortably attack for 2. We get to make some 1/1s, sorry. And then we'll just pass. And we have Consult the Star Charts. We have a lot of options here. I guess if they make these 7/7s, we're in trouble. Maybe attacking was greedy, because if they can make these big enough, you know, Elspeth gets very scary, but this is fine. If they just, like, dump their hand full of a bunch of 1/1s, we can Ultima? Like, attack for, you know, 8 Ultima. Kill 1. Yep, fine. Fine by me. Yeah, so this was maybe a mistake. I mean, just probably definitely a mistake, right? Because if they can cast 2 more spells... Yeah, this is unfortunate. Kind of feel like we made a mistake somewhere in here. Let's consult and try to find, like, another consult or a Wan Shi Tong and a removal spell. And then we could cast a removal spell on one of these, like Get Lost, we have a lot of looks at. This is fine. And then if we just go straight to combat, we can also make a 1/1 with Fountain Port, which is risky. But if they don't have another removal spell, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I kind of think the play is... No, because we want to spend our mana. Let's just consult. We have 2 mana up for a quench. If they quench this, yes, our Elspeth dies, but okay. Okay. Discard another removal spell. So good thing we did not, you know. Yeah, we'll pay. Our Elspeth is gonna die, which is probably our fault, honestly. But here comes a Wan Shi Tong and another Consult the Star Charts. I mean, it's not bad. Is this good? Do we like this? I think we probably like... I mean, we're at a point where we're almost decking them, kind of. They have one combustion technique left, and that's kind of their only answer to Wan Shi Tong. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can do it X is 7 to make a 8/8, draw 3 cards. Let's keep this. Let's keep this. And let's not attack. Let's not get too greedy. Yeah, I think the game plan is kind of just deck them. I think we have the tools to do so because they only have 20 cards left and like one meaningful removal spell left. That doesn't really get them where they want to go. Okay. Yeah, big punt on blocking. Never freaking attack with your 1/1s when they have otters. Because imagine just me making 2 1/1s a turn. Like, it'd be so much better. It is what it is. Let's try to win through it. They keep the demonstration on top. Doesn't seem amazing for them. Okay, they draw more cards. Right, they want to do it this turn. Okay, so they want to get a chunk in this turn. But again, I mean, like, I almost think they're getting decked. Yeah. So, if they do have one of their last firebending lessons in hand, they can cast it in response to the Wan Shi Tong trigger, but they just discarded one. So they have, realistically, like, I'm going to cast this massive Wan Shi Tong, and I'm going to draw some cards, and hopefully put some counters. Okay. So we're at kind of like an interesting point here. We can consult for like a 3 steps ahead and then counter this. And then they can just get it back next turn. Okay, that doesn't sound very appealing actually. Yeah, if they attack with all, which they're going to, we get them with a Wan Shi Tong for 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For 7. Hell yeah. We can just cast a river region and bounce 2 things, and we're just like somehow getting the job done with just a bunch of big flat. I mean, they got rid of all their removal spells. All their removal spells are gone, which I find very funny. And the turn, your go. We have a consult the star chart, so we still have gas left in our deck. We have another Wan Shi Tong, another Regent. Yeah. Yeah, and they know too that they're kind of running out of cards, so they need to figure out a way to beat. I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe they don't think they're out of cards. I don't know. Draw 3, 12 cards left. We have a million board wipes, so I must say I feel somewhat good about this position. Their monument to endurances are just getting ultimud. They have like what, 12 cards left in deck? Yeah, this has been a very grindy game, but something tells me we might get there. Yeah, this resolves. They can get back a removal spell, right? Yeah, this is fine. But then we just get a board wipe, and they're not really adding pressure to the board. Deal 19 to my Wan Shi Tong. Poor guy. Okay, and they have the last one, like just in hand, so that's frustrating. But again, I think we're somehow okay. Something like Boomerang Basics, maybe, to pick up the talent and So now, I think it makes sense to play around It'll Quench Ya. Because we saw 1, right? And it's brutal if this gets countered. Like, it's really, really bad. I mean, we could sack this Iceberg and then untap an Ultima. No, I think that's a little greedy. Okay, that's a great draw. Yeah, I'm passing the turn here. I don't see a need to cast one of these, and these are my like get out of jail free cards. They have 11 cards in hand. I mean, in their deck. So they are decking. Okay, so this is scary, but this can't hurt me too bad because they can only do 1 mode a turn, right? So I can only take maximum 6 from this card, and that's if they choose to like discard draw, which they might not do. Post board, I don't really. We'll have to figure out what to do because source you control will deal non-combat damage. So this means their monuments do a lot more. Take the 3 steps ahead and maybe they get lost for the artist talent. And let's get lost the artist talent now. Get this thing off the board finally. Before the ability resolves. And then now they don't even have a way to discard cards for Monument. So their Monument isn't even doing anything, but it is dying to my Ultima. We can 3 steps ahead and also the draw mode. Which is not bad if they play another Storm Chaser's talent. Gringrin's fine. Wow, what a game. These might be the only 2 games you guys get to see because these are some long, grindy games. Standard's in a really cool place right now. You gotta keep that on top, right? Which is unfortunate because we want them to just get rid of cards. I'm almost happy to just lose 1 life and chump because I don't want to get my Consult the Star Charts got. If they spend a removal spell on this, I mean, like, you know, it is what it is, right? They have 1 Firebending Lesson. Letting me block. I block. I cast Ultima. Blow up your board. Yeah. I mean, this is aggressive. They do not have cards in hand, like, okay. I do not know how we ended up winning this game. I guess I shouldn't count my chickens yet, but it's pretty good to me. They're forced to draw a card every time they do this with off movement basics. Like it's a it's a must. Let's kick this for some lands. Get lost in an island. Seems fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get lost this. Ultima? I don't know how this stock up got on top. Can someone remind me? Did I bottom this stock up with something and it's already... This game has been so grindy, it's like back. We can just River Regent. Bounce the two things, and then we can make a copy of it with 3 steps ahead and counter. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are just absolutely cooking this kid. Yeah. Yeah. This doesn't do anything. Cannot believe we're winning this game. One and two. What a freaking win. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a win. And so we want the seam rip. We want the tide binders. The origin of metal bendings. The high noons, probably. Well, the high noons are really for like the red aggro decks, actually. Like the red aggro decks. I don't know if Elspeth is necessary in this matchup. Like, decking them is like a real thing that we can think about, like being our game plan. Sure. A lot of these cards seem good. I mean, there's a chance we get rid of the shared roots and we just kind of play fair control. I don't love it. I don't love it. The get lost, like, aren't amazing. They hit the enchantments, but I think trimming one's fine. The high noons, like, I'm worried the high noons are actually going to be, like, a disadvantage. If they just, like, can play a big board and then just hold, like, negates in hand, and I'm just stuck. Like, I can't do anything because if I cast my board up, they negate it and then I just lose. But let's try it. Let's cut the rampy ramps, right? Like, against aggressive decks, I think you cut the ramp against... honestly, I don't know what else to cut, if I'm being square. Seems fine. I've got lands, I've got some card advantage, I've got a board wipe. And that's about it. Yeah, this has been a really cool match and showing for the deck. Okay, we don't want to draw too many lands, although, you know, keeping 5 lands is completely fine in a control deck. Let's represent no more. Spells are just cards I'm keeping. If they play like an artist talent here, I'll just go ahead and get lost it before they can get too much value. Looks like they're just going to activate the Agnicala, which, you know. Yeah, it's nice. Definitely nice. Very nice. And then if I just go land pass again, I get to draw some cards with the River Regents. Perfect. It's obviously not perfect if they have a counter spell, which I kind of do expect. So how do we beat this? Alright, that's how. They're going to draw a million cards, and then we're going to board wipe, and then, you know. They make 2 treasures. Oh, that's strong. And then what? They just like counter this? No, they just draw 3 cards, which is again very strong. Okay. Bye bye, monuments. See you next time. And then like High Noon does look pretty good here, right? I get to go Surveil Land, High Noon, hold up 3 steps ahead. They can only play 1 thing a turn. Yep. Less good. Less acceptable. Monument's obviously very good against us. This is like a weakness with our deck, I would say, like artifacts. Jeez. Okay, they're doing the thing. They are doing the thing. And so we need to find a removal spell for... Okay, this is not great. Not great. A lot of value. So... let's see. Get Lost, the artist talent. Sounds fine. Hurt me. Or make a treasure. Yeah, High Noon does look good here, I will say. There's a world where I can get lost, like if they play creature. Okay, more discarding. I don't know why they're doing this on their turn. Like, they don't really get the discard value anymore. They're kind of just like almost pointlessly spinning their wheels. Yeah. Yeah, I think this High Noon's gonna be pretty good. I think it's fair to say that this High Noon is not gonna be bad. I think I'm supposed to go land, kill that, and then, like, I don't know. Well, okay, let's, let's just kill this, play a High Noon, and try to untap, consult the star charts. They can obviously bounce this, but I don't know if we have the resources to try the whole, like, deck 'em plan again. I mean, the plan doesn't work when they have Monument to Endurance. Like, the plan just doesn't work. So we need to, like, the first thing we need to do is get rid of this Monument. And then we can try to figure out what to do about their board and all of everything else. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty nice, right? They just can't cast their talents. They can't. Okay, and them cracking maps like signifies they don't have a counterspell, which is very relevant and very helpful to know about. Yeah, like, we're just gonna try to slow them down. Don't counter this. We're still not in a great spot because they can level up this talent. Oh, they can... Okay, if they Boomerang Basics by High Noon, I'm forced to counter it, right? But then their turn's over, which is nice for me. Okay. We're gonna counterspell this, and then it's gonna be our turn. Okay, High Noon's looking very good. Thank you, High Noon. Thank you, High Noon. Wow, wow, what a draw. What a freaking draw, dude. Jeez. Let's bounce these two. They can only play one of them. And then we can start making copies? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, I guess they can Boomerang Basics my High Noon. And then just, like, fire off a million spells, but... yeah, okay. Let me not get too excited. Let me calm down. I'm calm. I'll stay cool. Yep. Yeah, I'll calm down. But, I mean, yeah, still, I can just slam the High Noon, and then I can go 3 steps ahead, copy River Regent, bounce your stuff. And they're playing insanely slow. I have 19 minutes left and they have 12. You know, people always hate on control players for playing slow decks. But I'm gonna be honest. It's not my fault. You know, it's my opponents are the ones that play slow. I play control fast. It's just, they gotta, like, just tell them to hurry up. Tell them to hurry up. Yeah, okay. Again, we find ourselves in a not-so-good spot. But we can consult Kicked for, like, Land Ultima. Land Ultima sounds pretty good. We got an Ultima left in our deck. And we got, like, 8 looks at it, so not a million looks. Not a million. That's not bad. Let's start with a Kicked Consult. We did find Land Ultima. But we found maybe something better, which is Consult the Star Chart's Origin of Metal Bending. I think that's better. Because I just want to keep the cards flowing. Now we'll cast this High Noon. Wow. Okay, we'll No More Lies this. And then if they go Talent... Okay, hopefully they don't also have Quench. That'd be bad. Okay. Well, they do? Oh, okay. So if they go like Talent Level Up, it's fine because we can kill their Monument. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce. Let me turn on a light. I'll be right back. There we go. We can see everything again. Alright, so it looks like they are going to do the thing. Storm Chaser's Talent, get back the basics, I assume, to bounce the High Noon. But this time we have the 3 steps ahead. We can go Metal Bend, kill the Monument. We are getting low, but to my knowledge, other than Monument, they don't have Burn. Although, you know, Monument's pretty sick burn. Let's do that. Yep. If we find a land, we can go Origins and Metal Bending plus 3 steps ahead. So we can go land. Like a Wan Shi Tong seems pretty nice, right? Okay, land that, pass. Oh, you know what? No, we messed up. We messed up big time. Yeah, this is what I was worried about our High Noon. Our High Noon killed us. I guess not yet. No, not yet. I mean, how are they casting? So now we can counter this and die to their attacks, or we can kill their Monument and die to their game. Okay, yeah, High Noon killed us. I think High Noon was definitely good, but it also killed us, so that sucks. Let's run it back. Let's just draw more enters to Monument to Endurance. Oh, my opponent's playing very slow, boring me to death. Oh my god. Oh, it's such a good 7. And such a iffy. It has to be this, right? It has to be. Because I get to go high noon on turn. That's very good. I wonder if my opponent will just run out of time. This is something you very rarely see on Arena. Just don't have land monument. We have so much card advantage in our hand right now. I don't think. Oh my god, kill me. Yeah, we're super dead. I mean, they just had like literally the perfect 1, 2, 3. And we had just kind of absolutely nothing. God, this is disgusting. Okay. That's a start. That is a start. I guess don't count me out yet. Normalize whatever the hell they play. Yeah, that's not resolving. Now we just need to survive somehow. Don't kill us. I guess I can hardcast a Meringue River Regent, and that's really good with Monument. Meringue River Regent. Reset the head. Draw 2. Oh my god, and discard a card for the Monument. Alright, get me freaking out of here. I mean, we have the River. If we can draw like a... Oh, I was about to say if we could draw Consult the Star Charts, we might be fine. And that's exactly what we did. Bye. Wow. Alright, now I think we have a chance in this game, because now we have a 6-7 in play. They have nothing. They're only casting 1 spell a turn. Just don't have the bounce spell. I mean, they're not even a good spot to abuse the bounce spell, right? Like, they're not even... Yeah. That's your turn. Okay. Alright, look at us go. Yeah, I can create a copy of this, counter a spell, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is fine. Oh my god. Perfect draws from me. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this one. Wow. Wow. And what are we gonna cast? Absolutely freaking not. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Thank you, Meringue River Regent, for being in my life. Bounce. Because again, they can only cast 1 spell a turn, so. Boom. I think we pay the life because we can find another 3 steps ahead, and that would just seal the deal on this one. I'm not scared of taking 5 to the face. I don't really know what they could have. Maybe we're supposed to play like some sort of red source for high noon? In response. Find a negate. Find a no more lies. Your turn's over. Your turn's over. Untap. Smack ya? Negate? Oh my god, what a win. What a freaking win. We are victorious. Did we break the format? Did we just break the format? Let me know. Oof, in the comments. Oh my god. Let me know if we broke the format, because this deck seems pretty real. I mean, that was the #1 deck at Worlds, most played deck at Worlds, and we just handled it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.